Hi, I'm Carl from the Suffolk Latch Company, and for the last 2 to 3 years there's a young lad called Joe, the man behind the camera, who's been working with me on my website and particularly blogs and video blogs. As part of his last project, before he finally goes off to university, he decided to do a short video on Ironmongery and particular doors of interest around Clare. So we're going to do a few shots around Clare, from churches to almshouses to ancient houses, and down here to finally to the Priory. And then we're going to do a bit of an indoor shot looking at the kind of things you need to consider for your front door, and choosing the right ironmongery for the kind of door you've got and the kind of house you've got. And please be kind on any comments. This is Joe's final project. Thank you. Cheers.
Trinders is by far Clare's longest running independent company. I came to Clare back in 1982-83 and the company was trading then. The issue with this kind of property, especially this kind of really period property, is the sheer amount of maintenance required to keep them looking beautiful. And throughout my time in Clare, this building has always looked absolutely pristine. This front door is one of Clare's absolute treasure. It belongs to the ancient house in Clare, built in 1473, is now run and maintained by the Landmark Trust. As you can see by the front of the door here, it's beautiful English oak with hand-forged detailing on it with the hand-forged nails, and the ring port at the front here. Obviously, oak and mild steel will react quite badly. When it was first installed, it would have been a bit of a nightmare. You have a beautiful sort of oak door, then eventually it'll start darkening off. But as the years go by, the patina and the darkness actually give it its real sort of look and feel. So the door's fairly modern. I would guess probably about 20 years old, but you can see it's framed by an original hand-carved feature around the outside. Thing of absolute beauty. So like I say, one of Clare's treasures, and probably the most outstanding door around. This unusual door here belongs to one of the almshouses in Clare. What you'll notice looking at the door is, instead of being a straightforward rectangular door, you have this sort of diamond-shaped cutting at the top. And also, again, when you look at the brickwork around it, and the amount of effort gone into these kind of doors originally, you wouldn't see it today. You've got this, it's now covered in concrete, but you've got these sort of York stone flagstones. The surround is done in two-colour brick, plinth brick. You've then got a York stone surround and a lead finishing. And the door itself has been finished with ornate cast iron, in effect called hinge blanks. They have no function apart from decoration. And you've got the styling of the door pull, the escutcheon cover, and letter plates. Again, this is the kind of detail on doors that you wouldn't get in a modern house because budgets are so much tighter. Again, a beautiful example of Clare front doors. This building here I've always loved. This is at the original Clare school, and bearing in mind this school would have been built in the Victorian era. If you look at the detailing here, you look at the plinth brick, the two-coloured bricks, the secondary plinth brick, then you start going up to these fantastic York stone Gothic arches with their cast iron window frames, even down to the very top here where you've got this circle, this beautifully built circle here. That would have required a former, and if you look at the bricks, they're all beautifully cut, there's no unusual gaps there. This style of building would have been incredibly expensive, and we look at our modern PFIs and our designs of buildings nowadays, which are, you know, a bit modern. I can't see them standing the test of time. This is an absolutely gorgeous building, fantastic architecture, and it really does show. When we come over to the front door here, you can see that we've got a very, very impressive Gothic arch, again with all its cut bricks and styling and design. And you can pretty much guarantee at one time what would have been in there would have been an incredibly impressive front door. Of course, yeah, with being timber, it would eventually have decayed and would have to have been replaced. And with modern budgetary concerns, I see that a fairly shameful replacement has been put in place. But obviously, the world hasn't got money trees, so at the end of the day, what goes in there is what the budget can afford. But like I say, stunning building, and you wouldn't see this kind of building to this quality ever being built today for a school. What you find in Clare quite often with the architecture is it follows itself around the village. Here we are right now outside the Catholic Church base of the Clare Priory. As you can see here by this archway here, very, very reminiscent of the archway into the almshouses. Again, and also likewise, you've got this fantastic European English oak ledge door with its staff beads. Again, you can see down the bottom, it's just beginning to colour off. This door's probably no more than 3 or 4 years old, and eventually it'll look very, very similar to the door at the ancient house in Clare. This is a beautiful old building, but some years back they had permission, after a lot of hard work, to get a modern extension built on the side of it. If I walk over here, you can see something I've always liked. The idea behind it is to clearly define ancient and the modern. So here we have this fantastic old building here, which I think was originally a barn before it became a church, and they've got this wonderful stone building with acres of glass and the oak fascia walls to prevent the sun glare, and it really has totally changed the look and feel of the church. An absolutely beautiful example of ancient and modern architecture working side by side. I also mentioned as well the Gothic arches we saw at the old school in Clare. In a second, I should take you around and show you some of the ruins of the monastery, and you'll see again Gothic arches similar in proportion to the ones at the old school. This lovely opening here is just lies to the side of the old monastery or abbey ruins at Clare Priory. Obviously, clearly it's a door to nowhere nowadays. What was around is all fallen down. But what you notice here again is this Gothic arch which appears throughout the entire village. And inside here you've got this door which I don't really quite trust it was actually original. Perhaps the older part has actually fallen away. But you've got this absolutely gorgeous sort of oak fascia. Could be oak, might even be elm, I'm not sure. With these beautiful hand-forged nails on there, the carving, the archway, an absolute beauty. And like I say, a lot of the architecture in Clare continually follows these similar themes throughout. And so that pretty much concludes my outside views of the doors in Clare. Next video we're going to move into some suggestions and the kind of things that you can use in your house and what you should take into consideration when choosing your door furniture and what's actually out there. Thank you.